Alrighty, so the news just came out. I'm 2 minutes late because I was eating, but from my understanding, this is going to be a pretty decent patch because I've seen that they released a YouTube video and they went over some stuff. But let's just hop right into it. Looks like we're going to have just about normal maintenance times. Obviously, we are getting the new summer Roxy, which is pretty cool. She's not really all that great, to be honest. I don't think that I would advise anybody to really summon for her. I think I might go ahead and do the rotation on it just to go ahead and get her out of the way so I don't have to worry about her in the future. She just seems like one of those characters that might be pretty decent for like a niche sort of like event or something like that. She just screams that to me for some reason. Like her whole gimmick is that her passive makes it to where when her ultimate move gauge fills up all the way, she gives everybody on the front line of your team one hit worth of like avoid or like evasion. So it seems like it's okay. It's not really all that great, to be honest, like in regular matches and stuff like that, because you can literally just use one AoE attack. Like one, if say you're going against the Purgatory Bond team, I'm assuming that's what they wanted to try to counter with it. I mean, they can really just throw out one Arthur AoE card and get rid of it on everybody, and then just use a Bond card and hit you anyway. So it doesn't really seem to be as good as people wanted it to be. But I don't know. She's pretty interesting. She's a cool character, I guess. So they are doing a bingo event. They are bringing Gloom back, I think is his name, right? Gloom? Yeah, Beast Gloom. And then what else do we got? So we have Summer Vacation Special Missions for Part 1. I'm assuming they're going to give away tickets to summon on the banner. I don't really know, to be honest. World Quest Save the Vacation, so just like a small little story, like a side story sort of thing. I'm sure there'll be just some small rewards and stuff like that you get from there. Demonic Beast Gloom and an exchange shop, which is kind of nice. I don't remember him being overly difficult, so he should be somewhat pretty easy, especially if you have like the one Escanor. I'm pretty sure just absolutely destroys this guy. Bingo event, which is kind of nice because I kind of like the bingo events. I feel like they actually end up being pretty decent for rewards. Added a new Hawk Pass, which is kind of nice. If I'm not mistaken, this might be the Hawk Pass that adds the chef's outfit. Well, I don't know exactly who this one adds costumes for. I know that in the JP and Korea like updates and stuff like that, they just came out with a chef's outfit for Small Merlin, Festival Merlin. So I'm not sure that we're getting that just yet or not. I don't think it will be this one. It might be the next one. Depending on who the outfit that they come out with for this one, it may... No, I think this one is actually some of the summer outfits. I can't remember. We'll just have to look at it. If they go over it a little bit more, that's great. If not, we'll just have to see it when it hits the patch. But they are doing a Knighthood Growth event and a Summer Tavern Decorations event, which sounds kind of nice. I think these are the kind of ones where your tavern is automatically going to be outfitted with the summer decorations and stuff like that until the event ends. It doesn't give you the like summer effects or anything like that, if I'm not mistaken, so you can literally just change it off of that, or it'll just keep whatever your current effects are, but your tavern will just look summer themed. We are getting Final Boss Droll and Gloxenia, which is really cool. I'm actually pretty excited about this one because I like both of these outfits. I feel like they fit the characters really well. So yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that this one's too difficult either. So it should be pretty easy to take care of, pretty easy to farm. Hopefully you guys can get, top 50% or whatever, so that way you can get, I think it's Droll's outfit is the unlocked one. I'm pretty sure you can buy Gloxenias from the exchange shop, so that shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, wow, Final Boss Season 10. Didn't know that they were even calling those seasons. New battle event, which is, pretty regular. They pretty much do these every update. And we are getting the artifact system, which is really interesting. Artifact cards are going to be coming into the game. They basically are going to be small little like booster packs that you get from various events and exchange shops, and I know the PvP shop has them, the Brawl shop has them, I think the Knighthood Boss shop has them. I've been saving up a lot of currencies and stuff like that on them, on all of those different kinds of shops, just so that way I can try to buy some of these artifact cards and stuff like that whenever they come out, because if you don't know, they're basically going to be small boosts to your character's stats and stuff like that you can use in PvE, and I think geared PvP will use them as well. So that is another thing that you kind of have to worry about if you want to be like absolute top tier gamer in PvP. At least for geared, you're going to have to worry about trying to make sure that you get a decent set of cards. But from my understanding so far, they have not locked any of it behind like paywalls or anything like that. You can't buy cards. There's no like gotcha system for cards or anything like that. As far as like, you can't pay to roll cards or anything. The way the card system works, though, is it's just a bunch of booster packs and stuff like that you get from various stuff. You open the booster pack, depending on what kind of pack it is, it has a variety of different cards that you can pull out of it. There's certain themed packs that give you specific cards. I'm pretty sure there are going to be some packs that give you Ragnarok cards and stuff like that to begin with. I think they give those out for free. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, that's what these special missions are going to give us. Is I'm pretty sure the special missions give you a booster pack, and then you can get a booster pack from the exchange shop as well. And then I think all of the events and stuff like that are going to give you booster packs related to the Ragnarok characters. So I think all of the cards and stuff like that do sort of pertain to like a card set. So if you have the full set of cards, I think it buffs the stats just a little bit more, I guess. I don't know exactly how it works, but we'll probably take a look at it whenever it comes out to the game. But I'm kind of excited for this one because, I mean, it's just like a small little extra feature. Nothing like super, super extra or like complicated. It just seems pretty just standard, like, hey, like, grab a couple cards here and there. Some of the bosses, I know, like the Belmoth raid in general, if you run it on hell difficulty, you do have a chance to drop a Belmoth card. So it'll just give you kind of like a little bit of extra stuff that you can kind of work on or just work towards, and just a little bit of like it's almost just like a collectible sort of thing. Obviously it does boost your stats, so it's kind of nice to collect them, but I don't think that it's going to make as much of a difference to where it's going to be like super noticeable if you don't have good cards compared to someone who has like top tier cards or anything. So yeah, pretty interesting how it works. Artifact cards is a new system added to increase your team's stats, available once you reach rank 40. Okay, I didn't know it was locked behind a rank, but 40 is pretty low, honestly, so you should be able to get to that pretty easily as long as you're just running through story and stuff like that, farming or whatever you need to do as a newer account. Honestly, just boost your rank up like crazy. Added 2 new titles and 31 achievements related to artifact cards. Artifact cards can be equipped via set team and apply innate effects to all of your team set heroes. So there's going to be a new button underneath your teams. That way you can equip some new cards and stuff like that. Some artifact cards have set bonuses. These cards will apply an additional unique effect to your set team. Artifact cards will not be available or will be unavailable in battles where equipment stats are not applied. Artifact cards used in one set of teams in Brawl cannot be used in another set of teams. So you can use them in Brawl, but you have to use a completely different set of cards for each team because they're going to be used up for that specific team. Card rarities are basically from like well, I mean, I guess it's not the same as characters because there's not common or uncommon characters, but common through like ultra rare are going to be the rarities for the different kinds of cards. There are, looks like 5 different card types: character, monster, story, scene, and special, which is pretty interesting. I think that's just a way for them to put different kinds of card art on them and everything like that, so we'll see how that goes. Artifact cards and card pack locations, daily tasks. It looks like you're going to be able to get cards from the Clear World Tree Tower, which is a new daily task. So that's kind of nice, I guess, that they're adding that. It'll probably just help me stay on top of doing World Tree because I forget that it's a thing. Patrol rewards, 2 new patrol missions are going to give you card packs. Training Grotto, level 1 through 3 Goddess Ambers and stage rewards will drop items. If I'm not mistaken, certain Training Grotto crystals will actually drop you certain cards, but I think the chance to drop them is pretty low, so it's just going to be something that you'll just kind of acquire over time. If you're really lucky, maybe you drop it, pretty early, but it's just kind of, something that you get over time. Boss battle, hell difficulty stage rewards. So I think all of the hell demons are going to end up having, or this is actually just boss battles in general. So the stages that you use to unlock the demons and stuff like that are going to have their own cards, it seems like, and then the Red Demon, Grey Demon, Demonic Beast, Howlix, and Belmoth are all going to have Hell difficulty cards, which is pretty cool. Night Boss Battle Individual Score Reward, subject to be added in the next Knighthood Boss Reset. So that'll be next Sunday. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know exactly what's going on with that one. Like I said, Brawl Shop, Fight Festival Shop, Knighthood Shop, Friendship Coin Shop. So I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, there's 2 different packs that you can get out of the Friendship Coin Shop. One is, I think both of them are 1,000 Friendship Coins each. So should be able to grab both of the, I mean, depending on if you fill your friends list up and stuff like that. I normally get like 900 or something like that Friendship Coins per day, just out of like sending coins to friends and stuff like that, and then you get a bunch of them over time. But I'm gonna try to make sure that I can at least buy both of those packs on the first day that they're out. But yeah, it's like 2 packs, 1,000 coins each, so nothing too crazy there. The village shops in Vanya, Dalmili, Post Town, Tala, and Visel are all going to have, I'm assuming, a card pack in the shop, available to acquire in other various events as well. So I think it's going over right here telling you that you can get them out of the events and stuff like that from the summer vacation stuff. Please check in-game for the details of artifact cards and card packs. The locations of artifact cards and card packs may be available or may be added or changed in the future. Please check the announcements for any possible changes. Plate cards. Plate card is a material used to enhance artifact set bonuses. Plate cards are acquired as artifact card duplicates. So if you pull a dupe of a card that you already have, you're going to get a plate card instead, which is basically just going to be used to kind of upgrade them, if I'm not mistaken. It says enhance artifact set bonuses, so I'm not exactly sure. We'll kind of have to mess around with that whenever we get them. You can check your acquired plate cards via item storage and ingredients. So I guess it's going in the same slots as your food items, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. They're doing exclusive rules and stuff like that for normal Fight Festival this week, which is going to be very interesting. I really don't want them to do this, but I think it is what it is. All set team will participate when the battle begins. So this week we are going to be getting the 4 versus 4 mode back. If you haven't been playing the game for a while, they did one of these whenever the King of Fighters collab came out, where it basically even your sub-slot unit comes out into the battle first thing, and you can use all of your team's cards. I think you can still only use 3 cards per turn, but all of the units will go out right at the beginning of the battle. If I'm not mistaken, Pierce teams were like super good whenever this rule was going on back then, just because obviously it's like really big AoE damage, etc. And Omega Rugal had just come out, so just running like a really crazy Pierce comp was like super good back then. I'm interested to see how it works out this time. I'm assuming Bon is probably still going to be really good for it. So we'll kind of just have to mess around with that a little bit. They are bringing out the new summer costumes as well, so it looks like all of these costumes are going to be returning, which is kind of nice. These are the ones that they did last year. There's one for Deanne, Elizabeth, Jericho, Easton, Gila, and Merlin, which is kind of nice. And then they're bringing one out for the 3 festival, or like the 3 big festival units, I guess. Escanor is getting one, Lost Vein Meliodas is getting one, and new Purgatory Bon is getting one. So there are going to be new costume sets and stuff like that for all of those characters. I feel like everybody's just going to be memeing and buying costumes for the one Escanor, because he's basically just in a pair of swimming trunks, and he has a huge like hot dog on the end of like a skewer, and it's just super meme worthy. I already have a lot of those like outfits maxed out for these characters, so I really don't need them. Probably not going to buy them. It would just be a joke at that point, I guess, but I think I'm good. I'm going to skip those. I don't really need costumes for any of these characters specifically either. I was going to say I might get the one for Elizabeth because of the new Ellie Hawk coming out, but even then, I don't think it would really be worth it. So yeah. 1 set of costumes each for Lost Vein Meliodas, the 1 Escanor, and Purgatory Bon. Added Easton's Golden Sand Beach costume. So actually the Easton one might be brand new, because obviously there is a summer Easton variant, the green Easton. But I don't remember her having like a summer costume, so maybe this costume is new? Not quite sure. New bundles: summer discount costume enhancement bundle, knighthood competition regular season update bundle. Not really sure what that one would entitle. They are switching it back to Einik from, what is it right now, Kelak right now. I actually really don't like Kelak at the moment, so I'm kind of glad that we're switching, but we're going to be going to Einik, it looks like, which is kind of nice. And then they are going to be adding these characters to the original, or like the regular draw pools and stuff like that, which is kind of nice. So even though Red Lostvane is a festival unit, Blue Lostvane is definitely not a festival unit, so he's going to be getting added to the Demon Race Draw tickets. And then both of the new Ragnarok characters are getting added to the human race draw tickets, and then like, well, this is the race draw 1 ticket, and then this is just the human draw tickets. But they're getting added to both of those, which is kind of nice. I mean, if you want to pull on those banners, like, they give you those tickets and stuff like that pretty often with just regular events and stuff like that, so that should be pretty cool. Let you know that they're not going to be locked behind just like weird stuff. Like, they're not Ragnarok exclusive characters as far as I can understand by them adding them to these, so pretty cool. Obviously, there's going to be a bunch of stuff ending because of just the current update and stuff like that. A lot of stuff is getting phased out to make room for the new stuff. So that is pretty much it. Honestly, it looks like it's going to be a pretty big patch, like a pretty decent one. On new events and stuff like that. The Gloom, or Boss Gloom is coming back, which is going to be something that you kind of farm a little bit daily here and there. New final boss is coming out. The artifact card system, I think, is going to be really interesting to mess around with at first. And then obviously there's just the new character with the new banner and some, you know, bingo and free events and stuff like that. So I think that this is going to be a pretty good one. I wasn't expecting a whole lot for some reason. I don't know why, but I was just kind of expecting it to be sort of like a small patch with just maybe the new character and like some sort of small events and stuff like that. But I think this one's pretty decently sized. So hopefully next week they don't end up screwing us over and giving us just like a really, really small patch. But it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. So that is pretty much it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.